All right, guys, let's dig into this Bitgo Hobby's me262. Now, Bitgo is the go-to place for all your Dynam products. Now, my good friend Dave tells me that we act like a bunch of strippers when it comes down to unboxing stuff. Quit delaying, quit dragging it out, get right to it, and, well, you know where we're going with that. So let's take a look what we got in the inside of here. So we are going to take out boxes. We're going to stack boxes, and we'll see what's in those things once we get rid of the big stuff. And just for Dave, we'll get right to it. Got stuff falling on the floor. We got decals, like decals. Now, we just got back, guys, from Warbirds over Fredericksburg down in Virginia. And what a super cool, amazing event that was. So we are kind of sunburnt, first time down there. It was a classics and Warbird kind of deal. So anyway, let's take a look first at what we got here. Make sure that we can get everything here in the camera and we can see everything good. So first off, the box was kind of beat up. All right. And now this box came in a box. So the outside box was pretty beat up, but the goal is that it is beat up and the rest of the stuff on the inside is flawless, or close to it. So I like the fuse here. I actually like the paint scheme on this ME. You can get MEs from a lot of different manufacturers they have out there. This one from Bitgo Hobbies looked pretty neat in its design. They run for, this version is the plug and play, so we're going to throw a receiver in this, most likely our Jetty, and we'll be flying this thing off of a Jetty control system. But this unit from Bitgo is going to run you about 250 bucks. So far, with the exception of the bomber, the B26, I've had really good success with all of the Dynam products that I've gotten from Bitgo, and I'm expecting this one to be a lot of fun as well. Taking a look here at our fuselage, our cover is held in with, looks to be some magnets. Looks like we're going to have plenty of space in the inside there for the battery tray. Looks like we probably have a strap in there for the receiver. Typical Dynam fashion, they bundle up all your wires with the fancy little gold tie in there. Servos are held in with a little plastic tray. And we have my favorite, not so favorite, dual elevators held in with just one collar. So we usually will put a little epoxy on there to prevent those once they're all set, so that way they don't ever come loose. The finish on this thing is nice as far as quality goes. It's not flaking off, it's not loose. It's you can see a slight amount of overspray in some little spots, but that's, you know, to be expected. It's a foam model. That doesn't surprise nor bother me. This thing will have retracts in the bottom of it, so I'm curious to see what those look like. It looks like maybe we got some screws there or some gluing that we have to put on that piece, but with the exception of the B26, I've had pretty good luck with all the Dynam products that I've gotten from Bitgo. They've all worked out pretty well, so I'm hoping that this one is another good experience. We have some destructions, which are always super fun from Dynam. We have elevator, aileron, and rudder. We'll see if this thing has any flaps on it. I do not know what to expect. And a lot of the times when I do these unboxings, I do not actually go rooting for information on the internet for them. I want to build them as they are. I want to see the problems as they are. I do not want to make any changes to anything ahead of time. I want you guys to see how it is. Now, believe it or not, Dynam supplies these little screwdrivers and tool sets in there. Those things are really, really good. Believe it or not, they actually work really well on this stuff. The tubes of glue I don't care for, so we are going to use foam tack on the inside of there. We have our bag of dual ESCs, and we're going to have to do some connector changes because we do not run EC5s. So we will be taking the EC5s off of there, and we will be using the Amos anti-sparks. Well, 4S, maybe we'll just leave it. I'll have to see what I have there for batteries for this thing. I may have, my 4S's may be EC5s. I'll have to look. And then we have canopy. So we open this up. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of gluing here with the canopy. Try not to drag it across your bench, it'll leave scratches in it. They give you CA to do that. I don't like CA to do that. If you get it on the stuff, it fogs it. But anyway, I like canopy glue, clear canopy glue. So we see a little bit of a paint scuff there. Otherwise, I prefer to glue the canopies on myself, guys, because otherwise they just get knocked off anyway. They get ruined while they're in the boxes, so I'd rather just do it myself. We got some Dynam stickers, some dash stickers, so don't forget we're gonna have to put those in there to begin with. And believe it or not, we got a cool looking American pilot for the inside of here. So it is what it is. I'm not a scale guy to all extent, but you know, I do like a pilot in there. So if that's what it is, that's what it shall be. And then we have, oh, lighting control module. So we have light somewhere, so that's cool. Got a sticker that fell off of our lighting control module. Put that thing on there like that. Thing goes right back there. Call it a day. All right. Then we have a carbon rod. And if I had to guess, maybe for the tail, something like that. And we already know what's in there, so we'll get rid of that. Let's look at this box. Most of the time, they throw a spacer box in here. The Bitgo stuff. Ooh, nacelles. This is what I like about this Warbird. Is these big dual pods with the motor assembly. So these are 70 mil fans. We're going to be running dual 60 amp ESCs, but ooh, 5 blades. So what I expect out of a 5 blade is a little bit of an EDF whine compared to a nice 12 blade, but running on 4S, it is what it is. The hubs, if you guys can see in there, are silver aluminum. They have a little notch in there for a screwdriver to tighten them up. So spinning that housing unit, I actually see a little bit of a slight rub on the inside of there, on the inside of the housing. I don't know if you guys can see in there or not, but if you look in there, we see a little rub mark. Believe it or not, it really looks like one fan blade is longer than all the other ones. Maybe, I don't know. As you rotate it, maybe that little housing's pushed. We'll have to check that out. Let's look at the other one. Yeah, nothing on that one. This one, I don't know. You get that baby spinning up there at 10,000 RPM. That should be a good time. Not. Anyway, we'll see about just maybe filing down that housing a little bit. We'll see what's on the inside of there. We'll have to figure it out. Let's look at the big box. This should be our wings, our horizontal, one wing. What do you say we just wing it? What else we got in here? Ooh, we got carbon. Everybody loves carbon. Dave says, hurry up. I got kite flying to go do. Dave's a good friend of mine. Super cool guy. I hope Dave's watching because we're talking a lot about Dave. We just got back, like I said, from Warbirds over Fredericksburg. Super cool event. Met lots of cool people there. Amazing builders. Learned a lot. That's why we go to these events. Talk to people, meet new people, learn a lot. So these are our elevators. Just straight up foam hinges on the elevators. So you guys know what we do with foam hinges. We work them like this before we use them. And then we use the Blendiderm tape on the other side. Finish is nice. They're all painted. Paint looks good here. Again, nice and clean. It's kind of what I would expect. Paint job on this plane, though, is different from what you see on the box. It is not the same. It is the way it is. And that's right, these are high horizontals. So these things will be up here on the vertical like such, like that. So again, blender and tape. They say the build time on this is an hour. It is right now Sunday evening, and we just got the trailer unloaded from Warbirds over Fredericksburg. And the goal is that we're leaving here Tuesday night to head to Indiana, Elizabeth, Indiana for Jet Jam. And I do want to have this thing there and ready to go. So we got a lot to get done because we still got to reload the trailer with EDFs. They say no knife flying. If it has a prop, don't bring it. So that's what the goal is, to load it up with as many EDFs as we possibly can. So aileron servos are glued in. We already got the clevises latched. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of those clevises because you can't take them apart and put them back together and take them apart. They break when you do that. And they don't have retainers on there. And I would prefer a retainer to be on there. So we're probably going to have to pop it off. We do have some wingtip LED lights. But that's about the only lights that I see on this. This would be an easy model if you guys wanted to do some cheap customization on. You could easily put LED lights in the cockpit if you wanted to illuminate that, or up in the nose, or up in the top. Dynam gives you tons of wires. I just wish they put more lights in all over the place, but the fact that for 250 bucks you still get some of those, I'll take it. And if you ever doof the model, you have a light controller to put in something else. But finish is good on the wings. Decent sized wingspan on this thing. So as we join this together, this is what we're going to have. Not an overly large EDF, so if you wanted to actually throw this in the vehicle, you could. Transport this thing around. Just like in true Just Plain Crazy fashion, we're making this a one-piece wing assembly. I hate two-piece wing assemblies. It's just more crap to lay around all over the place. So, all right, guys. With that, there you go. So let's take a pan over. We'll pop you out of the housing here. We're going to take you a pan over everything. So our nacelles, nice finish. Can't wait to get those mounted to the wings. Our fuselage. Retracts installed in the bottom of the wing panels. Lights, servos. Horns are installed on the ailerons, nothing else. You got foamy tires. Finish is nice on the painted surfaces. Decals, all kinds of decals. And then I can't wait to get in the instructions and see what those hold. But do believe Jetty guidance on this one, guys, and should be a good time. Let's get to building. Next video, I hope you guys join me. So, that being said, that's the unboxing of the Dynam me262 from Bitgo Hobbies. Go over there, check them out if you would, www.bitgohobby.com. One of the go-to places for Dynam products for sure. So with that being said, I'm Brendan here at Just Plain Crazy. I know you guys are just plain crazy. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. Helps the channel out a lot. If you didn't like it, thumbs down button twice for me, please. Like, share, subscribe, all that cool stuff. I wish you guys happy flights, and hopefully we'll see you at Jet Jam. Peace out.